Thank you, Senator. Of course, talking about it is important. This morning I tweeted about it. This morning I updated my Facebook status saying that I was going to be here at the Prostate Cancer Awareness Day, and I had more comments on my wall about, I'm a survivor. I went to the doctor. Early detection saved my life. So you can tweet, you can talk, you can post. It's all about communicating. Now it's my honor to introduce to you Representative Robert Fennell, Vice Chair, Joint Committee on Consumer Protection and Licensure. Or maybe not, you know? I'm going to introduce to you, yes, he's voting for something very important. Representative Kevin Honan, Chair, Joint Committee on Housing. I saw his face, no? Oh, same vote, okay. All right. I know the next two people are here. I see their smiling faces sitting over there. Boston City Council, Ayanna Pressley and Tito Jackson. Are you guys ready? Sure, why not? We're going to go with Councilor Pressley first.
All right, well, good afternoon, everyone. Good morning, actually, still, I suppose. I'm honored to be here. Dr. Stern, I just want to thank you so much for just being on the front lines of this battle and just for sojourning on, all the advocates, for your vigilance. You know, it's easy to get discouraged in these fights, but I thank you for your resolve and your conviction, and really for your love, because that's really what this is, a personal mission and a labor of love. And so I thank you. Again, my name is Ayanna Pressley. I'm one of 4 citywide city councilors. I am also the founder and the chairwoman of a new standing policy committee on the Boston City Council called the Committee on Women and Healthy Communities. And so many people know of my advocacy on behalf of girls and women, but I'm an advocate for the health of our communities, period. And the health of the individual, the family, and the community are inextricably linked. You know, that's why this day is so very important. We know that information and knowledge is power, and that begins with awareness. There are so many barriers to our men pursuing preventive health care. We could talk about systemic variables, we could talk about costs, we could talk about cultural barriers, but the biggest one is the man himself. That is the biggest barrier. So I want to just say to all of the men here, and I encourage you to challenge the men in your life to know that if you don't serve you first, you can't serve anyone else. You can't serve your family. You can't serve your church, you can't serve your community, and we need you. So we need you to pursue preventive care for the purposes of early detection and diagnosis. And provided you hear those dreaded words, that you know that you are not alone. My stepfather is currently battling prostate cancer, and I know that there is a great isolation that comes from that. Embarrassment. And it's awkward to have these conversations. But I also know if you're not willing to make people uncomfortable and to make people feel a little embarrassed, we won't save lives. So I'm glad we're creating a safe space where we can talk about breasts and prostate and do that and feel safe and again strengthened in our resolve. So raise your hand if you're willing to make somebody feel a little embarrassed in the name of saving lives. And the last thing, just to piggyback on some of the comments that were made earlier, you know, for people who have been doing this work a long time, sometimes when people see you in the State House or City Hall or walking down the street, I'm sure they already anticipate what you're about to come to them and say. And some of them might be annoyed. Who cares? If we stop talking about it, we'll stop working on it. Okay? So thank you for the opportunity to say a few words. And again, thank all of the advocates. I see Tom Farrington here, a longtime friend, and just thank you so much.